Okay, let's get started doing a water transfers. These are water transfers, and they're little stickers that will go on your nail, but you have to use water to get them applied. So we're going to try these water transfer stickers today for a manicure. And then I also want to show you these little tiny decals that are the same concept. So they're water transfer. So you do have to cut your little decal out, put it in water, and then you can put it on your finger. So I want to show you that also, and we'll put it on top of a polish strip. So these do have a clear film on top, but what I'm going to do is just cut out the one I want to use first, which will be for my pinky. So I'll take the smallest one, and I'll just cut it out. You don't have to be precise. Take off that clear film, and then you do want to just put it in a little dish with water. It's going to take about 5 to 10 seconds to get the sticker to slide off. That should be enough. So you will need some tweezers. Make sure your hands are clean and prepped before you get started. So take the little sticker out of the water dish and just sop up the excess water before you start putting it on. And you'll be able to slide it off of the paper, just like that. And then you can go ahead and apply it. They are really fragile, so when you go to apply them, be very careful and delicate. You can just press it on. And you do want them to be completely dry before you apply your top coat, which is going to be added protection. So once you've got it all formed, you have to be very careful when you go to file it. Very careful, downward motion, and you can get the excess off. They're very delicate. And then all that excess there, I'll take off at the end. I just want to let it dry right now. So they're very thin and very fragile. So let's continue on for these fingers, and I'll get these all applied, and then I will clean up these edges and show you. So I'm not going to do my thumb because we're going to do the thumb a different way. So I'm just going to cut all these out real quick. It'll make it easier for me. They are pretty fun and quick and easy, but you do need to be patient. Remember to take off the film that's on top. That's just protecting it. So take that off, put it in your water, about 5-10 seconds, get it wet. They are very fragile, so be careful. Give yourself some time. This is not like the other manicures where you can do them and stop and start. These are very fragile, so you need to have some time to dedicate to them, at least until you get the top coat applied. So I've taken it out of the water. I'm going to just press all the water off, and then I'm going to take the decal off the back. I'll lay it down on my nail and press it down. Be very gentle, like I said. Each set has enough, just one for every nail, so you have to be very delicate. There's not a lot of room for error here. And honestly, if you're going to file the tip, you really just need just the tiniest bit of pressure. But make sure you do that after you've pressed it all the way down, because it will slide forward. So there we go. We've got two. I am going to clean up the edges. All right, next we'll do my middle finger. And remember to take off that clear film. That's always on top, protecting. 5 to 10 seconds in the water. These are so cool because there's so many different designs, and they're all so graphic and awesome. Okay, Just remember to sop up the water so that when you pull it off, it's drier. Pull it off just like that. Be very careful when you go and lay it down, because it can wrinkle on you. I hope you can see it. And just the tiniest filing will get the excess off the tip. All right, and last fingernail. Remember to take off that clear film. These are pretty fun. And this is just normal tap water, nothing fancy. Just have a paper towel with you so you can blot or sop up all that water. And when you go to put on your top coat, you want these strips to be, these water transfer stickers to be completely dry. So just make sure they're dry. You can use a hairdryer to dry them out even more if you want to, or you can just wait, but you need to be very careful while you're waiting, because until you seal them, they're rather delicate. And I'll clean up the edges here just a second. Really cool. I'm just gonna grab some polish remover. Just a little bit will do you. It is so fragile. You need to be very careful. Just a little bit. For me, this is just easier to do than going through and cutting them. It's just easier to come around the edges really carefully with polish remover and just cleaning up those edges. And just making sure they're clean before I get my top coat on. And then you also want to make sure they are dry. If you are going to use the Q-tip to clean up the edges, just go really slow. Don't try to be quick, because if you hit the wrong edge, you could hit the sticker. So be very careful. So I've got them on, I've got them cleaned up. What I'm going to do now is show you the thumb real quick. The thumb, I'm going to do a different method. It will still, however, end with the water transfer sticker. So I'm going to take one of these polish strips, and I wanted this cool teal design, so I opened a set that had it so that I could get the design I wanted for the background. So these are really fun because you could even take images off of your water transfer sticker sheet and put them on top of something else. Same application applies with the water transfer no matter what you're doing. You can put them on top of something or keep them separate. Okay, so there is always a clear film on top, and with the polish strips, you peel them off like a sticker. They're already sticky. There is no water needed. I do have another application video for these. With these, you go ahead and you line up on one side and push it over to the other side just to make sure your application is nice and flush and you don't have any bubbles or ridges. And I already knew that size was going to fit, but you want to make sure you get it all sized and trimmed before you start sticking them. And then you can just file downwards. This will take a little bit more pressure file downwards when you're applying these. And you can just pull the excess off once you have that edge filed. Okay, so we have the nail polish strip on. What I want to do now is I was thinking of taking one of these little decals here with the unicorn on it, and I wanted to take this unicorn and put it on top of my polish strip to make it kind of cute and fun, and make it look like a unicorn. Actually, I might do this guy with this horn who's facing forward. He's pretty cool. I like that he's nice and graphic looking. Hold on here. Really clean lines. I like that. So if you're going to use the little decals, cut out the one you want, because you don't need them all. So cut out the one you want. Okay, great. Remember to take off that clear film on top. Just like that. Take off the clear film and put him in the water just like you did the other ones. So he's going to go in the water for 5 to 10 seconds, just like the other ones had. And I do suggest you get a little tweezer to do that. It's just easier to get it back out when you have the tweezer. Okay, and slide the little decal off and place it on your nail. Just like that. And these are going to dry quicker because they have more edge to them, but you just place them on and it's ready to go. So this is how you would apply the water transfer decals as well as the strips. And now since they're dry, when they're all dry, nice and dry, and you can use a blow dryer if you want, or if you have a little hand dryer, once they're nice and dry, take a quick dry top coat and just apply it to the top. Make sure you cap the edges. I'll show you that. So just apply it to the top, just like that, and run the brush along the tip there to cap that edge, and you're good to go. You're all done. And then always do it here to your polish strip, along with that decal, just to make sure they stay on and stay beautiful, and make sure you cap that edge just like that. That is how to apply a water transfer sticker as well as the decal. Thanks for watching.